Mere moments after the first final blow of the first battle was struck, there came another flash. A raucous light disrupting the forces on both sides. A mystic rune was carved in the air high above the battlefield, and from it came an ugly rain of clay men. With a series of unappealing smacks, smatches, and splorches, golem after golem hits the battlefield, crushing mud, dirt, and people beneath them. Kulfas lands behind them with a jaunty bounce. And then, as if it couldn't get any worse, a mage and his companions gate into the battlefield. With his signature cackle, Vern stands amidst the Marcus Volafi's Conga Line for Peace guards, an army of skeletons erupting from his sleeves.
As the golems pop into existence, Marcus instinctively flinches, before remembering that these are the good golems, who don't want to eat him. As the skeletons flood out of Vern's sleeves, Marcus screams and cowers, diving into his own trips.
Ah yes, the classic sleeve full of skeletons!
Vern, you gotta warn me when you're doing that!
Sure to turn the tide of any war and or birthday party!
Vern, I don't doubt you one bit, but you've gotta warn me when you're gonna flood skeletons.
Peeking back from behind a guard, as if he had been there the entire time, Rat follows up with a little bit of magic of his own. With a gesture and a giggle, rats begin to pour forth from the Marcus Volafi's Conga Line for Peace armor, tucked away within the branded folds for their moment to strike.
Taking cues from all of the various summonings that are happening in the surrounding area, Marcus snaps his fingers a whole bunch, and a series of imps sublimate out of the air to mount the rats.
Frankly, Marcus, your lower scale summoning is completely outdone by Vern's pocket skeletons.
I don't care, the cavalry's here now.
In but a mere few moments, the battlefield is turned technicolor. What was once a structured war between the clans and the band has turned into a complete mess. Skeletons sprinting to all sides, scaring guards, imps riding rats, golems devouring people alive.
That's the way! Give them blood and vinegar, folks! And clay and bones, I guess.
Just start throwing stuff.
And I yell at one of the golems who is beginning to munch on the enemy soldiers. Hey, no, stop that. That's not, don't do that. Don't eat them.
I offered you snacks before you came here.
The golem looks up.
He offered you snacks before you came here.
He drops the guard and slowly backs away.
Thank you.
That goes for you too, skeletons.
I'm gonna clamber up this tree to the highest branch that I can get to.
Marcus! How's it going? How are you liking your battle preparations? We did everything we could to set the stage.
Colvin, you did beautifully.
Yeah, I mean...
The introduction was just a little bit botched, but you know what? I'm gonna let it slide.
That's Inien's fault. That's entirely her fault. She called in the cavalry a little bit too early before the destiny happened, and look, she's paying the price for it now. He points out over a slightly more secluded battlefield, where a few members of both armies have managed to sneak around your utter chaos. Inien stands between the both of them. Inien wobbles unsteadily on her feet, continuing to stare down Horovin. He stands, as one would expect, with his arms crossed. However, an unfamiliar energy crackles around him. Sections of power that strike you as distinctly spirit folk in nature, Marcus. Ooh. He appears shockingly no worse for wear. As Inien steadies herself, the contents of her stomach turn. Something is clearly not exactly right in one of her legs.
Surveying the situation, I noticed that Inien's taken a little bit of a beating here. Chuckled to myself a bit. Kind of funny because she probably deserves it. I wait for a moment longer before climbing a bit higher and readying a spell. My eyes shine as I ignite a portion of my demon's soul, summon up a barrage of eldritch blasts, and send them flying down at Horovin. Hey, Inien, watch your back!
I believe this should demonstrate the difference in power.
The eldritch blasts impact all around him.
Holy shit! He tucks rolls and dives to the side, his entire left side smoking. Pulls bored straight through his clothes. Inien whirls and turns up to the tree. Marcus, what the fuck? I had him.
Did you?
Yeah.
It did not look like you had him. It didn't look like you had him.
I totally had him. I had you, right? She turns and motions back to Horovin. No, in fact, I was just about to suggest that you surrender because of how much I had you.
He had you, Inien.
He did not have me.
Just shut up and keep fighting.
No, actually, you know what? Fine. Since he apparently had me so much, I'm going to surrender. That sounds like a fucking good idea.
God damn it, Inien.
Guess what, Marcus? The war's over. I've given up, she says, wandering towards Horvin.
I cannot believe my fucking allies. I turn to Colvin. Hey, shouldn't you be in, the thick of things? What are you? I can't see how you're being helpful here.
Colvin nods sagely. I believe the battle is taking its correct course regardless.
Fair enough.
Horvin stares down at Inien. Frankly, I don't know what I should do. This is the first time somebody's... Ooh, this is getting awkward. Inien simply strolls up, hands raised, takes one quick step forward, places a hand on Horvin's chest, and states, minimize. Horvin's form slurps downwards to a very, very small size.
Marcus loses it so hard he almost falls out of the tray.
See, I told you I had this. Horvin stares up at Innie and opens his mouth and is swiftly punted into the distance. He impacts the tree, many bones breaking, slumps to the ground, and vanishes into the brush.
Oh my god, that's hilarious, says Marcus, wiping a tear from his eye.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. Innie says, scrambling back up the tree with no amount of grace.
Have you always been able to do that?
God, no, actually, I got the idea from you, Marcus. It's just, I reverse engineered, let's just say your enlarged person spell, and I thought it would be so much more useful. Let's just say I figured your enlarged person could be used as a weapon if you were just a little bit more malicious with it.
Yeah, I never really thought of that. I use it as a weapon pretty well when I make Gregor gigantic.
I mean, in that case, Gregor's really the one using it as a weapon. I'm saying...
It's not important who's using it as a weapon.
It's entirely important.
Into a weapon.
It's about who gets the kill and who gets the glory, Marcus, and I just killed
who gets
Horvin.
The kill. I like making my friend large so he can kill better.
Okay, fine. I think we're going to have...
What was that noise? Did a squirrel explode?
We killed Horvin!
Oh, that's a shame.
He's probably not dead.
He's definitely not dead. She just kicked him into a tree. I kick really hard.
Yeah, he's definitely not dead. I know.
Oh, come on. He's definitely dead, guys. Give me some credit.
He's not dead.
He's definitely
Inien.
dead, so you don't need to go after him, because he's kind of cool in the end.
Bones are made out of, tungsten or something, okay? The guy's not gonna die just from getting kicked into a tree when he's tiny.
I have a steel-toed boot!
Yeah, and tungsten's harder than steel.
He looks down pensive for a moment. You know what? You actually have me there.
Oh, shit, they're eating people again. Marcus pokes his head up above the tray and, using a bit of magic to amplify his voice, yells out, "Fucking quit that! Guys, remember, non-lethal force if you can manage it. Knock him out or scare him away, but don't kill unless you got to."
You yell to the armies as they split, sprinting into the distance. A group of guards carries Ballast McGee off, much to your chagrin.
I attempt to chuck an Eldritch Blast after them. It misses. Fuck.
Your plan of utter chaos quickly creates a sea of bloodshed. Except ideally without the blood part. They're trying to use non-lethal means as much as possible, and a lot of them can only use non-lethal means, like the rats and imps. They don't have many fatal options. The smattering of semi-intelligent and unintelligible creatures pools coagulating under the tree, awaiting your commands.
They're trying their best. I guess that has to be enough.
You can lose lots of blood without dying. Excuse me,
Gregor.
Gregor, it's that sunny attitude that will keep this war on track and probably keep everyone's souls intact by the end of the day.
Maybe some blood.
Surveying the battlefield, I begin throwing Eldritch Blasts around at individual skirmishes, attempting to break up the enemy troops even further.
Suddenly, a gout of fire billows past the tree line, a wave of steam escaping behind it. You recognize the source of the flame. It's coming from the route that the band were taking to retreat.
Whoa, what is that?
That was a gout of flame.
I know what it was, Gregor.
But where was it coming from? Other than over there. I mean,
That's
the
what
source.
I'm asking.
Well, we're both on the same page.
But we're on the same page here.
But no answers.
I'd really say it wasn't a gout of flame. That was more a burst. A gout is a continual upward stream. That was a spurt at
It doesn't have to be continual. It just has to be for a second or two at most.
Be continual.
We're going to look at a dictionary after this, Inien.
I believe that you're all equally correct, and that you're all wrong.
Oh, thanks, Colvin.
Inien smacks the back of Colvin's head. Okay, well, the battle seems to be going just dandy so far. We've already taken out one of their leaders with a completely chump-ass surprise attack.
You didn't kill him.
Definitely dead, Marcus. He's definitely dead. And if he's not dead, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fucking kill him. Where's your friend with the gun?
If someone of his importance died, the skies would be gray right now.
Okay.
It would be raining and dramatic, The narrative would reflect it, Inien.
Where's your friend with the
Didn't
gun?
you screw up the drama?
I don't know where Thog is. Why do you expect me to know where he's probably hanging out with Ashe, wherever Ashe is.
Yeah, wow.
I look around for Ashe.
And where's Ashe? And where did that fire come from?
Okay, we have a lot of unanswered questions, but we have some things in the immediate to deal with. It looks like for now we've managed to scare them off with skeletons. Like, I'm glad that apparently Enorians share the same weakness that you do, Marcus. That's just
Everybody is scared of skeletons, Inien. How many times do I have to go over this?
Marcus.
It's a natural fear.
Marcus, she takes one hand, it begins to glow, she runs it along her arm, revealing bones beneath. Marcus,
No.
we all have
Marcus
a skeleton
turns away.
inside of
La,
us.
la, 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 la,
We all have
la,
a fucking
la,
skeleton
la,
inside
la,
of us.
la, la, la.
She runs her hand over her arm again, returning the flesh to its place. I prepared her spell specifically to show you that. I figured it'd be relevant, but man, was I correct.
I continue throwing eldritch blasts, facing soundly away from Inien.
But regardless, we have a lot of things to tackle right now. The battle is... They're not going to stay afraid for long. We have to find a defensible place. We need to somehow get everyone there. We need to fight back there's so many things to worry about and deal with. This was the worst
Hey, it's okay. One step at a time. First things first. We're doing great here, but we've got to find a way to break up this fight once and for all.
Oh, I'm panicking a bit. Gregor, can you say something positive? I need my hype man right now.
You're very helpful, and we're glad you're here.
Good.
Aw, what a nice hype man.
What a nice hype man. He's really he doesn't have the excitement down, but it's really the kindness that does all the work.
Really
All right, everybody, gather up!
There he goes.
Regroup! Act like normal people! We've got a war to win! Or make everybody lose.
Battle to win.
A bat... Let me do this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't micromanage you. That's rude.
Okay, Inien hops out of the tree. Well, there's a few things that we could do. I'd like to hear your opinions on how we should split up troops here. Right now, we need to find a good base camp. Currently, we're smack dab between the two different armies. Me and Colvin kind of intentionally got us this way for your big dramatic entrance. You can thank me later.
This is just about perfect positioning, by the way.
This is not perfect positioning, however, for a long-term engagement. We need to find defensible ground.
That's a very good point, Inien. Do you have anything in mind?
No? What?
I thought it was worth asking.
What do you think I would know?
So incredulous. I was just wondering.
Marcus, do I look like a cartographer? Do I look like a person who does math? Thank you.
Yes.
I could really use one of those.
Thank you.
You look scholarly.
Wow. I try to project that aura, but, sometimes I wonder if she kind of tugs at her shirt. If this kind of throws it out sometimes. I'm just saying, it's good to be appreciated. Yeah, that's fine.
Maybe you should try glasses.
Nah, not my thing, Colvin puts up his finger. I'm perfectly scholarly as well. And I know plenty about the area. There's a nice ditch nearby that's perfect for funneling enemies into us on both sides. We can settle the conflict in mere moments.
Okay, well, we're not going to fight in a ditch. So
Colvin, I saw the ditch too. Everybody saw the ditch. Even Gregor saw the ditch. The ditch is right over there. We're basically in the ditch already.
No, we're not going to fight in a ditch.
We're not going to fight in a ditch.
Next point of business.
With a hop, skip, and a jump, Gregor ascends the tree and takes a look around.
Okay, why are our melee heavy hitters in the tree?
I just climbed out of the fucking tree. I just climbed out of the tree to have a human to human conversation. You're gonna make me climb right the fuck back up.
Okay. Gregor jumps down, grabs Inien, and tosses her up. Catch! Someone!
Colvin? Dunstan?
Inien hits a middling branch and just holds on. Wow! Never again!
Well, we're not at the top yet, so one more time?
Nope! She climbs up the rest of the way. Okay. Let's just bring the tree meeting to order, okay? We've got all of our best brains working on this. She stares at Colvin and Dunstan. Why don't you meet us at the bottom of the tree? For later. Down there.
You don't take 5 in the middle of the battle.
You definitely take 5 in the middle of the battle. She starts shoving Colvin out of the tree.
Are we still battling?
Okay, much better. We have our 3 biggest brains on the case now.
Oh, that's harsh.
It's true.
But factually correct, yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, so we have a few options right now. We can move our army as one. It's a little bit more risky. We could lose everything at once. Or we could, send out scouts or something. I don't know.
Scouts. We're doing the scouts.
The scouts thing?
The rats
Okay.
are fast.
Riders!
What did you say?
I said rat riders, Gregor. You know, that imps on the rats.
Oh, okay.
Cavalry.
I didn't know we were combining troops yet.
We're always combining troops. You should see the skelegolems.
Anyway, you guys made me lose my place. Rat riders, go out and scout the surrounding location. Look for defensible positions. They scurry off.
Gregor reaches the very top of the tree, it worryingly creaking beneath his weight, and takes a look at the surroundings as far as he can see.
Gregor, on all sides you see trees of multiple colors, brilliant hues that strike your eye in a very pleasant manner. This place is choice. However, arcing above on a ridge, you see a fort. Pure white, outlined against the sun.
Hey, you know how we were looking for a home base just now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I found a really homely base over there.
Okay.
Really? Already?
I mean,
Point to it. Where are we talking?
You wanna see?
Yeah.
Gregor clambers down a few levels and grabs Inien and Marcus.
oh boy.
No, I can do it. Okay.
Too late. Gregor jumps and tosses.
Why? Why again?
ribs.
Okay, yeah.
Well, you were gonna take a while.
Gregor, you're gonna have to point to where, when, and why. Like I said, my eyes. Drawing it back to the glasses thing, my eyes are not the best.
There,
Okay.
now, and it.
Describe it to me using your words.
That's what I was doing just now, but I'll use better words for you. It is a shining white castle fortress.
And you said this place was ugly. It sounds positively magical.
I didn't say ugly.
Oh, okay.
I said homely.
Oh,
It
yeah.
would make a nice home.
Yeah, like your bar.
Yes, it'd make a nice home for us and all of our extended troop family.
I just sometimes I love this job. This isn't a job. And he looks down at her hands.
Oh yeah, I can see it from here. Good eye, Gregor. Wow. But we have no way of knowing if it's strategically relevant, so we should probably send some forward scouts that way, don't you think?
That's a good idea. They should be pretty fast, if I recall.
Yeah, it's a good thing you have those imp riders.
Oh yeah, I already sent them out.
The 3 stare into the distance.
Well, it certainly looks nice.
We're gonna have to walk there ourselves, aren't we?
Yeah.
Quite some time has passed for Ashe at Fort Asunder. She spent the first 20 minutes or so up in the watchtower staring down at the invaders. Dow stoically standing, staring into the distance. The sun, maybe? Light glinting in his eyes. After a time, weariness and boredom set in for Ashe. She climbed back down and posted a different guard.
I stare up at Batty's most recent signal.
Batty is completely ignoring you, flicking a butterfly knife open and shut. She seems disinterested.
Yeah, it's still the knife, I say to Thog. I wipe some sweat from my brow.
I mean, I think you made a mistake by giving her that knife.
Look, she's probably really good with
She
it.
really likes it. Yeah, that's the worrying part. Really likes it.
She took to the spiked club really quickly. Anyway.
Batty performs some stylish tricks with the butterfly knife, flicking it open and shut.
She's really good with it. Okay. Anyway, just shh. I peek around the corner, making sure that there aren't any holes in the gate I can be seen through. I grab the leg of this guard and whisper. I tugging at the leg. Hey, can you hear me?
The guard twitches.
Kick your leg if you can hear me.
He kicks his leg.
Do you want out of the wall?
The leg goes completely limp, withdrawing into the wall.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The Crowbass band stares at you. You can tell it's very comfortable in the wall.
I go down the line. Are you in love with the wall?
Ashe makes it all the way to the other end. Apparently these people like being part of the wall.
Having got the picture by the last guy, when I grab his leg, I change up my dialogue a bit. If you want to keep being part of the wall, you better do what I say. Oh my god. I tug on the arm, whispering into the woodwork, hoping it reaches the guard's ear. Listen, we have power over this fortress. We can drop that comfy wall whenever we want. That wall is only there by our bidding. So if you want to stay in that wall, you're going to defend this fortress with your life.
The guard is clearly very unsure of what that means or how that would even work.
Look, I don't care about the logistics. Just do it, okay?
You hear a snap as the butterfly knife switches shut.
I flip my gaze over to Batty. I raise my hands in a what motion.
She stares at you.
I repeat the motion.
She stares at you more intently.
I sigh and tug on the guard one more time. Just do it.
Snap!
And then I step over, scramble up the watchtower, a little slowly since I haven't slept or had a chance to recover. What?
She points out and over. A very different scene from the one you remember greets you. You give a quick looky-loo at the approach to Fort Asunder. There wasn't the sound of battle nor a word of conflict. However, the guards that weren't fused to the wall and Dow the Digger himself have simply vanished. A blonde man stands in their place, flanked by 2 Ban.
Jin! I push Batty out of the way.
Snap! The knife flicks shut next to you.
Gods, just chill out with that, okay? Jin! I peek up and wave.
Jin looks back and forth and then up at you. Oh, Ashe, I didn't see you there.
Okay. Yeah, we held the fort. Don't come in through the gate. It's kind of stuck.
Yes, I was going to say, how would one open this?
Yeah, I guess they like it in there, so.
Oh, please, that's just the fort's welcoming powers. This place has the ability to influence people, you see. If you pop them out of the wall, I'm sure they'll wake up to their senses.
I mean, I don't really need to pop them out of the wall. I mean, maybe the band guy, but the...
Ashe, please, have a sense of decor. The wall may be appealing now with its odd legs and arms sticking out at every angle. However, what are you going to do when they start starving to death?
Well, I mean, we can feed them while they're in the wall.
Jin smirks, please, I don't need to tell you the limitations of the human body.
What do you mean? Okay. Right.
Ah, such innocence. Jin walks up, grabs one of the men by the leg, and simply pulls him free. He pops out and is thrown to the ground. The hole that he once occupied is quickly filled. However, Jin manages to step through the gap in a single long stride.
I make motions to step down from the post to greet Jin, but before I do, I turn to Batty and put...
As you turn your head around, you notice that the knife is eerily close to your face.
Fuck! Gosh! I was just gonna say, could you, keep a calm on that while Jin's here?
She flicks the knife closed.
Thank you. I struggle over the side of the watchtower, hitting the ground rather hard, taking a moment to catch my breath. I step over to Jin. Okay. We mostly held the fort. We got ambushed in the woods, and I have some questions about that, but for right now, am I good to just pass this off to you? I'm really tired.
Yes, of course, you did a fantastic job.
No, I didn't.
I encountered both the clan leaders and their terrifying power on the way up here. Did you know that Dow was immediately outside your door?
Yeah, Dow and the other one with the beard.
Ah, Kirlos, yes, the moron.
Yeah, the moron.
Dow was easy enough to scare off. He knew when he was outmatched.
Did you beat him?
No, I'm afraid if we'd fought this fort wall, no matter how strong it is, wouldn't have been enough to protect you.
Okay.
Thog lets out a...
I bite back a snicker.
Batty flicks open the knife again.
Fucking fine.
You're free to do whatever you wish. I still wish to converse with you, of course, back at the Ban village. We have many issues left unsettled.
Yeah, several new issues came up while I was on the way to the fort.
Oh, how darling.
What was that?
How darling.
That's what I thought you said.
Mysteries upon mysteries, is it not? I'll do my best to explain them in a way that you'll understand.
What?
Thog lets out another noise behind you. He motions back to the gate. If you so wish, you can spend the rest of your time at the Ban village. However, the battlefield and this fort are rather unsafe at this point in time. A complicating force has appeared.
A complicating force?
Nothing you have to worry yourself about, I'm sure, especially if you find your way back to the Ban village.
No, I'm curious. No, what's...
The clans, I believe, have unleashed some sort of new weapon.
What? Wait, that reminds me. I saw Kirlos. His weapon, it was able to channel the power of the seal somehow. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm not perfectly sure on that point. I only have reports from my scouts, but according to what I've been told, it's truly horrific. I believe it took out Horovin in a single hit.
What? Orovin's dead?
Oh no, he's completely fine. His bones are harder than tungsten.
What's tungsten?
Something that's significantly harder than steel.
Okay. Oh right. Have there been any casualties on your side of things?
Don't worry yourself about that.
Too late.
He takes a few calm, careful steps forward, his bare feet dragging across the stone. He walks up to Iggy. I'll collect the report from this fine gentleman. Please do as you would.
I mean, you say do whatever I wish, but I glance at Jin and then at Iggy. Iggy's not really fit to be fighting right now, and I kind of want to keep an eye on him for a bit. Also, I don't know what your plans are, Thog. I turn and look at Thog. But I mean, I don't really want to get separated again. Thog, those aren't plans.
Jin grips his chin. I believe I see what you're saying. It seems that this man has been fixed extensively using my power.
Yeah.
If I have a full grasp on your personality, and I believe I at least have a partial grasp, you wouldn't have resorted to such, he stares back at Iggy, desperate measures were you not personally exhausted yourself.
Yeah, that's on the nose.
Then I'll make something abundantly clear. This is far from the safest place to be, especially if the clan leaders return with their horrific weapons. He puts a hand on Iggy's shoulder and kind of guides him back towards you. However, I do believe I understand your point about keeping this individual safe. If you would escort him back to the village, actual safety, I believe that would be the wisest course of action. It's not safe for either of you on the front lines.
And also, I point up to Batty. She's in there. She has a knife. We can't really get it away from her.
She peeks up from the edge of the tower. Yes, the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Jin's brow furrows.
I think that she'll just kind of do whatever.
He takes a step around Diggy. I have yet to get a full grasp on that one.
Yeah, me, same here.
She flicks the knife closed.
I think I'll go back to the village then. Thog, you're coming with. Iggy, you're coming with. Batty. Yeah. And Jin, I expect answers. Tonight, I say, looking over to the sun that never really sets.
He chuckles and nods. Of course. That is, if I survive this battle.
You have no idea how unbelievably pissed I will be if you die.
As everything I said before was, that too was a joke. Perhaps it was lost on you.
Look, I'm just gonna go right now. Just, you come back to the village, answer my questions, and we'll be square.
Yo, Ash, keep your cool. Kind of puts a hand on your shoulder.
I let out a breath.
This guy really rustles your britches, doesn't he?
Rustles my what, Thog?
Rustles your britches.
That's what I thought you said.
Fuck, you are tired.
I'm so tired. Let's just, how do I push against the door? How do I get this open?
Oh,
I want to go. I yell at the door.
Oh, it's a simple matter of the fort wanting to let you go.
Let me out.
Jin, smile remaining, takes a step forward. Please, the fort will come to understand in time. It simply needs to know better. He places his hand against it and it opens for you. See?
Stepping out of the fort, I begin trudging forward, not really watching where I'm going. My foot splots against something and I stare down. Oh shit. Another one of these things. That's kind of weird.
Fucking gross. With the two opposing armies split and scattered to the winds, the Marcus Valafi's Conga line for peace followed Gregor's sage advice of working their way towards the fort on the hill. One by one, they traveled through the woods, the narrow passages between the trees making transporting such a large army difficult. Gregor traveled at the head with the most industrious of the warriors. Himself, Sir Dunstan, Vern, and Rollin. Like a gigantic snake, the entire army spread throughout the forest, following its glaive-pointed head. Closer to the back sits Marcus and Inien, probably the least up-and-atom members of the group.
Hey man, I was artillery support.
Listen, Marcus, I know you did a good job throwing Eldritch Blasts here and there, and you beat that... You beat a writer. That's your biggest contribution to the war effort
Hey,
so far.
okay, he's more than just a writer. He is a blight upon literature.
That's just hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna climb down out of the tree. I didn't want to say it when Gregor was around because he probably would have, like, offered to throw us to the ground, but this is really fucking high. Like, really high up, yeah. Like,
This is... I look down at the ground directly beneath me for the first time. Yeah, wow, that's really high. Huh.
yeah, I was a little too proud to admit it, but I think we're kind of stuck up here.
You're stuck up here. I'm fine.
Marcus, can you make us a shadow ladder or something?
Shadow zipline it is. Marcus points one finger dramatically at an angle down towards the floor, and a beam of squirrely shadow fires out, latches itself into the ground. With a bit of a clumsy movement, Marcus grabs a length of rope out of his satchel, slings it over the zipline, and zipline's off. Wham. Ow. It's a bit steep.
Inien screeching flies up behind you, impacting something similar. Holy shit!
I barely dive out of the way.
Wow, why? Marcus, why? Just why?
What are you talking about?
Why couldn't you do a ladder? Why a zip line?
It's cooler. You can get up speed.
Oh my god, yeah, that's the problem. The up speed. The up speed is the problem.
What do you have against speed? Speed's good.
I'm gonna...
Speed makes the world go round.
Yeah, I know that. I know that speed makes the world go round, and you and Kier have repeatedly gone on at length for your need for speed, but...
Look, okay, Inien, velocity is important. If I can't make you understand that, then there's no point to this conversation. So what next?
Okay, then there's no point at this... She stares out in front of her. You, looks like the army is headed this way. Fury kind of waves, passing by. You did a fantastic job with your entrance.
Thank you. I thought it actually lacked a little bit of panache that I was gunning for, but I thought it turned out all right. Yeah, thanks.
You notice Fury flanked on all sides by skeletons. She wanders further into the line, following behind Gregor. So, are you at all curious about that... The thing over here? She kind of points.
Oh, the Gout of Flame. Yeah, let's get that dictionary out.
Okay. You pass by Rat, who is providing some adjustments to this unadorned guard.
Nice job, Rat. Keep up the good work.
Yes, a little bit of a stick here.
I toss a handful of glitter onto the soldier. Come on, sparkle up, soldier.
We'll hit critical over sparkle, Rat says as you pass by.
What?
The golems stare.
Not important.
The golems stare at you as you walk past, eerily.
Hey,
The rat screeches in your ear.
you're looking awfully oven baked today.
One of the imps sits on top of a ban who he apparently took down. The ban is covered in multiple stab wounds.
Is it dead?
It's still alive.
Can we get a medic over here? Anyone trained in, like, staunching blood flow?
From the trees wanders out an imp. It's the goddamn Wonderpuss.
Oh, the goddamn Wonderpuss. I haven't seen you in a day and an age. Yep. If you could just patch these guys up a little bit, try and make sure no one dies, I'd really appreciate that.
The imp puts up its hands. It conveys the fact that it's a doctor, not a miracle worker.
I know that. I'm just asking you to do your best, okay? It's not the end of the world if we lose a few enemy combatants, but, I don't want this to be a slaughter if it doesn't have to be. You understand? I kneeled down and got on the imp's level. Just do your best.
Speaking of Inien says, pointing in front of herself, speaking of a slaughter, there are more bodies than expected. A familiar figure stands in the middle of a warped grove.
Huh.
The trees all around have been twisted, as if changed by an intense heat. However, they appear to be mostly intact. The phenomena is quite strange. Kier waves to you from a crater.
I start to approach Kier gingerly. Hey, buddy.
You do this spurt of flame?
Gout of flame?
Yeah, it's clearly a gout.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's designed to be a gout. Like, really? Spurt? It was better than come on.
It was a gout. It billowed. It was good.
Okay, yeah,
Is that
fine.
you? That was you?
Oh.
I step over a charred corpse.
Well, the corpses aren't exactly charred. In fact, they're not even that wounded. They're mostly just lying there.
I nudge one with my foot.
They kind of twitch.
Huh. Still alive.
Yeah, this is a lot of not dead people I was expecting for all that
Yeah.
fire. I mean, Marcus
Here.
said not to kill people. Was I supposed to be killing people?
No, you did great,
Was
man.
I
You
really
did
supposed
great.
to be killing people? Because I could
No,
have killed.
no.
I didn't.
If you need to kill people, I'll blow the murder whistle. You'll know.
So, we going somewhere? I mean, like,
Yep.
I didn't get too much of an opportunity to test my new sword out, but
So
he looks around
all
the
of
grove.
this, I
think
gesture around in a wide semicircle. That was your new sword?
Oh yeah,
that was
big
you?
time. Oh yeah. Oh, you should see this thing, dude. The Technomaw can't tell no lies. In fact, that's how it was made. It cannot tell lies. It physically cannot tell lies.
Marcus takes a deep breath real fast.
Hey, you helped make it. He pats you on the shoulder. This is your handiwork as well.
Yeah, and I am proud of it. You're gonna have to show me just exactly what the end product you ended up with was at some point. I'm curious. Gotta say, I'm curious.
Kir flashes you a thumbs up. Inien continues kicking the people on the ground. This is like 10 to 20 people down here. What the fuck happened?
Inien, it's the first battle of what's probably going to be many. There's obviously going to be some sort of large climactic showdown right towards the end of the war that I think Kir is going to save his steez for.
Yeah, obviously. This is a huge kerfuffle, Inien.
Yeah, a significant skirmish.
A large battle. I need you to understand that it's gonna be a large battle.
Yeah, really just a massive scuffle.
I hate you both. I hate you both so much. She puts both of her hands up. So, okay, that's fine. I guess, like, whatever. We know what the fire was. Time to get back on the... We're the snake butt, aren't we? We're the butt of this snake.
Oh shit, I turn around to see that most of the snake has already slithered out into the surrounding landscape.
We're the snake butt.
Fuck, we're the snake
The
butt.
snake butt. I didn't... Marcus.
I should have seen this coming.
Marcus, I didn't join this organization to be the snake butt.
I know. I didn't start this organization to be the snake butt. Inien, okay?
She grabs you, she grabs your arm and just starts pulling. We're taking a fucking shortcut.
Okay.
We're gonna get to the head of the snake. This butt is going to touch the face of that snake.
Okay. Well, that sounds a little bit Ouroboros-y. So what you're saying is we've got to go fast.
Yes, we have to go fast. Kir kind of
And don't have anything against velocity now, do you?
Kir waves at you from behind. I think I'll just stick to being the butt of this snake and,
Okay.
actually earn my victories, okay?
Sure. Okay. Yeah. You hold down the butt of the snake, Kir.
Okay, I'll hold down the snake butt. He looks
Okay.
disappointed,
Good luck.
shrinking into the distance. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that velocity sometimes has its place. Like, do we know where we're going?
You said we were taking a shortcut.
taking a
I assume
shortcut.
you knew the shortcut.
Okay, I said we were taking the shortcut. You said we were doing it fast.
You're the one who can cast haste.
Look, we can argue about this later after we've become the head of the snake. Inien and Marcus
Fine.
take off in a direction.
Wow.